how can we be more efficient? How can we be more productive? How can we do a better job mitigating risk or improving safety or ergonomics? And it always channels back to money, whether it's reducing incidents, on-site incidents, and not having their premiums go up, or maybe it's throughput, getting their product through the facility, or just understanding where their product is within their own four walls. All these things that we do every day of our lives. It translates into either saving money or making money.
So that's really what the discovery process is all about. It's about making us experts in how you do business and pairing that with how the industry as a whole runs, and finding a marriage between those two to say, here's the best way to run your distribution operations within your business.
We come in ready to work. I remember in one case, we brought a whole team with us before it was even a project to us. And the customer was so impressed. He's like, we brought a whole team while other companies will bring one or two guys. We came ready to work.
Sometimes the customer has the data that you need. Sometimes they don't have any of it. So in the case that we don't have any of it, we need to get that ourselves. Do a lot of queries. We could do a week's worth, 2 weeks worth of queries to find out all these different situations where their peaks and valleys are. And that's important to us because when we build a system, you can't build it to a valley, you need to build it to their peak. Especially in the e-commerce business, you can't build it if 80% of the time they do 10,000 boxes or cartons or whatever a day. You can't build it to that because in December around Christmas they might have 10 times that. So you can't build a system that's just going to do their average. You need to be able to handle their peaks, even if it's not utilized all the time. So in that kind of business, it's very important to do the data mining.
Get down in the granularity of how they actually do business, because one business to the next does not do things the same way. So it's really important to get the basics of, all right, we're doing a retail operation for apparel, let's say, but then the specifics of how do you run your business. Do you have multiple brands? Do you have one brand? Do you have a certain number of SKUs? We spend a lot of time asking questions and really digging into the detail early on and that sort of information, because without my knowledge of how your business runs, I can't design something for you that will allow your business to run most efficiently.
Each solution presents different challenges. We have a great group of people that bring all different skill sets to the table. We try to leverage those skill sets from each person that works here to present the right solution. We just don't come up with something and say that's the solution.
Our CAD department, our drafting design department, is very open. We have cubicles that are in an open environment. We will bounce ideas off each other, or even if you're working on a design, you can't come up with something, we will give it to somebody else, say, what do you think? 9 times out of 10, someone else in the team will come up with something small or big that will help it move forward.
We need to sit down, we need to look at the prints and go through and strategize a plan. So it's always nice to get down here and just sit down with all the paperwork, the prints, and with the guys who are going to be involved, and kind of lay out a plan of how we're going to attack it.
We all get together, we work through it. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of collaboration to come up with that solution. And until we're all comfortable with it, we don't just push something out there. We try to come up with the best solution, what we feel is the best solution for the customer.
You want to make sure everything's right, installation-wise, what we're selling them. We're not making mistakes. And I think we all thrive at that, trying to give our customers the best product we can.
Once we have a solution that we think is the right solution, we go through the vendor selection process. It would be selecting all the components and pieces that go into the system. It's not always about price. It's we usually go quality first. We go to our core vendors, and then we figure out what is the best product for the solution, and that's what we'll provide.
I love standing at a sorter at the end of the day and watching cartons rip down the sorter and just having that. It's an immense sense of satisfaction knowing that 6-8 months ago you set out to do something, and then watching the system perform flawlessly, seeing the customer smile or nod his head, it's a great feeling.
My main goal here is to assist my customers, keep them happy with providing the parts that they need to keep their systems running.
an emergency situation, I'm always available 24/7, 365 days a year. I've taken support calls at Christmas Eve parties where I've had to go in the back room, open up the laptop and help a customer out.
We're there for them the whole way through the project, and that we're going to get the job done right, and you're going to have some really great people backing you.